However, Shao Khan has sort of a funny voice sometimes when you hit him. Sometimes he uses one of Quintero's moan or groan, and also when you uppercut him. The sound effect that's played there, you know, the groaning sound is not that good, but you are going to see that. It's a bit funny. This time I'm gonna be trying to do the Deadpool fatality. Hope I won't screw it up this time, unless Sub-Zero doesn't kill me. As you can see, the background is a bit different, not just with the hooks, but you can see through the fences sort of a sunset, or I don't know, some orange or red clouds are in the background. It definitely looks neat, and actually it sort of looks better than the arcade version, which is just black. Okay. I kept pressing down and high punch, and I think you heard that they said, or the announcer said RY as well, so that small sound effect is included in here as well, which is awesome, and I think it's showing, you know, the quality of the conversion or of the port. Anyway, Nintendo and Acclaim seems to have gotten their shit together with this port after the miserable one that has been Mortal Kombat 1 on the SNES. I just wish the actual Genesis version would have been the same quality as well. But there you have the 32X version, which sort of takes care of a lot of the bugs, but still not perfect. Like I said, unfortunately back in those days I didn't have a SNES, so I've been playing Mortal Kombat 2 in the arcades only, but I remember one of the arcades where they had this, the SNES version actually in the arcade. And I never saw that arcade cabinet ever since, but it was basically an arcade machine for SNES games, and it was running, you know, just a Super Nintendo but with an arcade monitor, arcade screen. And the first time we've been playing it, I didn't knew that it was a SNES version. It looked pretty similar to the arcade one. But you know, we could tell it right away that it was sort of different from the actual arcade. Nevertheless, on an arcade monitor it looked pretty close to the actual arcade. Just by the sounds, you could tell that, you know, it was sort of a different version. Nevertheless, this is still great. And right now we are fighting on my favorite stage, Mortal Kombat 2 being the Wasteland. Which is looking awesome on the SNES version as well. I'm sort of pissed off that the sort of stronger version versions, home ports of Mortal Kombat 2, like the one that was released for the Saturn or for the PS2. They did have all the graphics, but the gameplay just, wasn't there. And I really don't get it. If they could get, the SNES version perfectly, why did they have to screw up the Saturn and PS1 ports that much? I just don't get it. Okay, and now we are going up to fight against the outward hosts. First of all, Shangsang. Since this is a cartridge-based game on the Nintendo, there is no loading time for Shanks morphing. Okay, one more round and we will finally reach Quintero.
Round 2, fight!
Actually, the graphics of the tower stage on the SNES version, I think it's not just, a good sort of port or conversion of the actual background, but this one is perfect. The other ones are looking good as well, but the tower stage just looks exactly the same as on the arcade, with these same beautiful colors. Okay, and now we are going up against Quintero. Let's see how he looks like and acts like in the SNES version.
Round 1, fight! Come here!
He has all of the moves from the arcade and uses the same tactics. You can see that, when I fly kick him, I cannot, just throw a spear at him straight away like on the Genesis or the 30X version, where you can easily do that. Quintero is just like he was in the arcades, and that's awesome.
Fight!
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep him busy. Okay, one more hit and I'm sort of finished. Okay, I got a bit lucky there. I was afraid that he's gonna get me. And now we are going up against Shao Khan. His voice is gonna sort of be different. I mean, as you can see here, he had Quintero's grown, even now. Oh, I sort of forgotten that his shoulder charge, I mean, you can't recover that fast from that than in the arcade version, so I'm gonna have to use another tactic. You can hear that, oh, and that's a bit bad. I think they should have used a different sample to that. I only got 3 credits left. Let's see. I'm gonna pick Kitana, I just wanna make sure. that I don't screw up against him, because I want to show you guys how the ending pictures look like on this version.
Is that your nest? Is that your nest?
No, I don't used to have a problem with him, but for some reason I can't. I think he's gonna nail me again. Oh, finally. Okay, hopefully I will be able to beat him in the second round as well.
You will die, mortal.
Overall, this is a pretty good port. It's way better than the Genesis one. However, I would prefer the 32X version over the SNES version, just due to the sharp graphics. Nevertheless, this is also pretty good, and back in the days of the 16-bit era. Oh, come on. Oh, finally. This was the best version to have back then. And let's see how the ending is. You can see that it takes a bit more time to load the screen or the backgrounds. You know, in the arcade version it just, you know, went pretty fast. And now we go up to the ending screens. All the ending pictures will be there, like I said, but they will be sort of scaled down to like 30% of the original size, I guess due to save memory, but still they are there, and not just like, you know, in the Genesis version where it's pretty you know, basic. Your character just stands there and the text is being displayed on the screen. That sucks in my opinion, but this one is pretty cool. Yeah, I would say that this version is definitely a 10 out of 10. If you don't have it already, try the emulated version first on one of the SNES or other Super Nintendo emulator, and if you like it and are Mortal Kombat fan, then I think it's worth to get a copy of this into the collection. See you next time.